Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Advanced Warfare in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the ARX-160 Hole Puncher. I usually do elite weapons on this variant review series, but this is a situation where the professional variant is actually considerably better than the elite variant. The gameplay that you're seeing today is from a subscriber, youtube.com/ChuckTheCanadianGame. Quite a long URL, could barely fit it on the screen there. You'll find a link to his channel down there in the description. It's actually got quite good content on this channel, so you'll be interested in checking that out, but he was the one that provided the gameplay here today, and the ARX-160 Hole Puncher is an excellent weapon. I know that I was really harsh on the ARX-160 in the normal review. That's because I was reviewing the base variant, which everybody has, and that base ARX-160 is a very poor weapon. We can compare it right here to the Hole Puncher. The normal ARX damage is 35, 32, 20, meaning that its first range will be a 3-shot kill or 1 burst, and then it can be 4 or 5 shots to kill. The Hole Puncher ARX damage is 35, 35, 25, meaning it maintains its 35 damage all the way up to its maximum range and then drops down to being a 4-shot kill, meaning that it can 1-burst people at much longer ranges. So just briefly comparing the shots to kill, again, the normal shots to kill is going to be 3 to 5, the Hole Puncher is 3 to 4, but the big deal is the range. And you're going to ask me, well, how much better can the range be? Well, the normal ARX-160 has a 3-shot kill range of 7 meters, which is about half of shotgun range. It's pretty pitiful, to be honest with you. But the Hole Puncher has a 3-shot range of 51 meters. 51 meters is longer than almost any engagement that you will ever have in Advanced Warfare. That's about half the distance of most maps if you were shooting diagonally across them. That is an extremely, extremely long range, meaning as long as you hit people with all 3 of your shots, they're going to die almost every single time unless they're like super, super far away. And then even still, you only need to follow up with 1 more shot to kill. That is a massive, ridiculously, redonkulous, overpowered range buff. I cannot stress to you how huge of a damage buff that is to range, and it's also a buff to time to kill and just flat damage. It's really, really awesome. That makes the Hole Puncher a really good variant, absolutely worth keeping. It's going to 1-burst kill at almost any range. It does have some downsides though. You get 10% more hipfire spread, which is really not a concern to hardly anybody because you're not going to be hipfiring a whole lot with this weapon, but you do get 10% more recoil. The base ARX was one of the most accurate weapons in the entire game, and while I didn't like the damage on it, the recoil was pretty much excellent. I didn't really need a grip or anything. It was almost like a little laser. This one is going to kick a little bit more. They're going to have to make you work for those 3-shot kills. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. It's still a very low recoil gun. I kind of go back and forth as to whether or not to run a grip on it. Small maps, you'll never need a grip. If you want to try to map people super far away, maybe, but I don't think it's going to be an issue with this weapon. The other cool thing is that there are no other additional nerfs. There's no attachment restrictions, no fire rate buffs, nothing else goofy going on with this weapon, and that's what actually makes it better than the elite variant. The elite variant is the steel bite. Now the steel bite has the exact same damage profile, and by the way, the steel bite is tremendously better than the base variant, so if you have the steel bite, don't throw it away. The problem with the steel bite is that it has a rate of fire nerf. It shoots a little bit slower, and it has 20% more recoil. So with the elite variant, you have a slower rate of fire, 20% more recoil, and the only thing you gain from it is that the elite variant has better wall penetration, which I don't think many of you are trying to wall bang with this weapon anyway. But the Hole Puncher, you have an awesome damage and range increase, no nerf to rate of fire, and pretty minimal nerfs to accuracy and everything else. So it's an excellent, excellent variant. And as for what I think about this weapon, I think that this variant moves the ARX from garbage tier to god tier in one sweep. The base variant on the ARX is very poor. I wouldn't recommend it other than just for having fun or if you like it. However, the ARX Hole Puncher, I would recommend to anybody almost anytime because it is an awesome, awesome weapon, and I hope that you try it out. Well guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. You can check out the previous episode, which was on dedicated servers and lag issues, or the next episode, which I'm going to have to keep secret because I kind of recorded this one just before heading out to PAX South. Drifter out.